Hey guys, in this video we're going to be talking about how you can go out there and find the most profitable Instagram influencers. So I'll be telling you 3 different key things I'll look out for when it comes to identifying which influencers will make you the most amount of money, return on investment possible. So we're going to jump right into it, and the first thing you should be looking out for, or following actually, is consistency. And consistency really is key. So if you have a page that's getting like 100,000 views on every single video consistently, they don't do less than really the 100,000, 95,000 mark, and they don't do more than a 100,000, 120,000 mark, then that's actually a really good thing, because it's much better to accurately determine whether your ad will do good or not on one of those pages, rather than a page that gets 100,000 views on one video, a million on the next video, 5k in the next video, 6k in the next video, and then back to 200,000, and all over the place engagement, which is very unreliable, very hard to predict how good your ad will do or not. So obviously, as a beginner, you want to stick with something predictable. You don't want to be risking a lot of money as a beginner. So that's why I recommend sticking with consistent pages. Obviously, as you begin to scale up a bit, you are more than happy to lose a little bit of money on these inconsistent pages here or there, because there's the odd chance that you might have like a really good payout or payday, and ad actually goes super viral on one of these inconsistent pages. But for the beginning, if you're a beginner at least, let's stick with the consistent pages, and these are the pages that are maintaining similar levels of engagement on every single post. So I'm going to give you guys a few examples over here. This page is called Awesome Life Hacks, and I've worked with them a couple dozen times. And if you see all these videos, they get 100,000 views, 75, 68, 70, 130, 300, 75, 875, 150. Basically, it sticks around that 100k mark, 75 to 100k. It hasn't got any shockingly low videos that are less than really 50k, which is always a great sign. And obviously, if you have everything's above 50k, then that's always good. So this is something I would classify as a very consistent page. Obviously, a few posts to do super good like this one, but as long as everything is doing decently good, and there isn't some post that only has like 5k views, that's actually a really good sign. And this is a page that you can kind of predict pretty accurately what kind of results you're going to get from this page. So based off how many views equals one sale, which is, you have to work out some of the math in order to get that number. Then you can go out onto this page, predict you'll probably get 100k views on the ad, and then you can see what that equals to in terms of sales. And yeah, so that's a pretty consistent page in my opinion. Consistent pages are very good. This one as well, 60-second tricks, or 60s tricks, sorry, very consistent as well. Let me go pick that up actually. Anyway, before we were interrupted, so this page as well, 100k, 100k, 200k, 100k. This one sticks around the 100, 200k views. Nothing like shockingly low, like 5 to 6k, or 5 in the 2 digits really. So this is another example of a really good consistent page. Again, if you know how many views is equal to one sale, equivalent to one sale, then you can go ahead and predict how many sales you're going to get from a page like this. You probably get again 100, 150k views on your ad, and that's a pretty good way of doing it. Let me show you an example of a few inconsistent pages, and I'll show you what kind of engagement they're getting. This one has 1.5k likes, this is 1.9k, this has 7k, this has 121k views, 10k likes, 8k likes, 80k likes, 20k likes, 40k likes, 40k likes, 2k likes, 11k likes, 16, 17, 20, 2, 40k views, all over the place as you can see over here. There's nothing really solid. Like if you go to a page like this and you want to know how much you should be actually paying, or how much this page should be charging you, it's very hard to actually identify what the average number is, because there's so many like inconsistencies that you can't really come up with an accurate average. It might be like super high because you've got that one post with like 1 million likes, or it might be super low, and you might be underpaying, which is good, but you might be underpaying as well. So it's very hard to determine how much to pay on a page like this, and that's why I kind of stick away from it, because you might be getting like super ripped off from a page like this, especially if you're a beginner. These people know how to take advantage of you, which isn't a bad thing for them, but they know how to take advantage with you. So well, be warned. But it's, if they do take advantage of you, it's not really their fault, it's more of your fault, to be honest with you. Obviously they want to make money, so if you get scammed, or not scammed, but taken advantage of, it's your fault. It really is your fault. So that's why I would recommend these inconsistent pages, because this guy might be charging like $50 for a post, and you might think it's worth it, but then you make nothing back because it's your post does like terrible. So that's just something to take into consideration. You're more likely to make sales, guaranteed sales, from these two pages than this one right here, which is kind of all over the place. And what I did say was, if you're doing kind of well with Shopify and you're willing to waste or kind of risk kind of $50 on this page, and your ad does get like 1 million views, and obviously it's super good for you. You've made a couple thousand back, and the risk definitely paid off. So just weigh the risk and reward. If you're willing to risk $10 to make potentially 100 or 200 back, then go ahead and do it. But if not, just stay safe and stick with those consistent pages. Let me show you another one which is super inconsistent. 3K views, 190K views, 8K views, 30K views, 170K, 4K, 4K likes, 75K likes, 300,000, 47,000, a million, 20K, literally all over the place, just like the other one. Super inconsistent. This one very like 1 million views to 1,000 likes. So this page might be charging you $50 as well. You don't know if it's a good deal or bad deal. You end up getting super ripped off on this. But again, that's your fault for not listening to me. Well, it's not fault. I guess you learned from it. But you didn't listen to me. So I would just stick to the consistent pages if you are looking for a kind of guaranteed sales, really. But it might pay off if you do post on this page. You might get 1 million views. You might make a couple thousand, a couple hundred, which is cool. But number 2 is the more quantity of pages you message, the more quality deals you'll find. So it's again that question about quality versus quantity. With Instagram, I really do believe, instead of doing like super in-depth analysis and looking at all the stats for one specific page, and then you go ahead and DM that page, and then you do the whole process again and spend 10 minutes to find another page, all I would literally do, all I tell my VAs to do, is go ahead and DM as many pages as possible. Don't worry about the quality at the beginning, just high quantity of pages, and eventually from that large quantity you'll find some good quality deals. But if you spend all your time just looking for quality deals, obviously you will find some quality deals, but you spend ages, like a ton of time doing so, and I don't believe that's the right way to go about it. I believe quantity is more important than the quality of deals. You find the quality inside the quantity. Gary Vee said that, and I really do believe that now. That's pretty much what I've been doing, but I've never really thought about it in that way. So quantity of pages over quality of pages. Go ahead and DM as many pages as possible, and just compare all those prices, and best deal wins, I guess. Stop being super picky about the pages you're using. Stop using all those social blade and those engagement rate calculator tools, because they're pretty useless. They are pretty useless. Go ahead and DM the person, see what deal you can get out of it, and then you'll find quality deals in that big quantity that you have messaged. So that's number 2, and number 3 is beware of shadow brands. And essentially, what a shadow ban is, it's basically when Instagram decides that it's gonna, Mark really decides he's having a bad day, and he just rages, and he puts loads of these accounts on shadow bans, which is basically where they go from like getting 800,000 views to getting 4,000 views. So that's kind of annoying for the page owner. And when I was managing pages, this was one of the things that stopped me from doing it anymore, because it was really tiring getting all these shadow bans and not being able to sell promos. But essentially, why I say be aware of these shadow bans is that some people literally go ahead and say, hey, he's got 600,000 views, he's got 800,000, 160,000, and then they go ahead and pay like $20 for a post on this page. But in fact, when you check the most recent posts, they are all getting literally no views because this person is shadow banned. And one thing that these sellers actually do is to hide the fact that they're shadow banned. What they do is that they, clearly we can see here the seller didn't delete videos, but this person, he got 600,000 views here, and this is probably where they did get shadow banned. What the seller would do was go ahead and stop uploading videos until the shadow ban is gone. So the period where you reach out to them, and their most recent video looks like it's gone super viral, but they haven't posted a video in 1 week. if they haven't posted in a while, then you can just go ahead and assume that they're probably shadow banned, and the seller's kind of not posting videos because he doesn't want the buyers to know that he's shadow banned. And obviously after you buy, you realize you've just been mega ripped off by the seller. He's actually shadow banned, he didn't tell you anything, and you've been deceived. Which again, it's not really the seller's fault. He's smart, you're the stupid one in that case. So if there's a post, if the last time someone has posted is 2 weeks ago, or in this case it's 3 months ago, and they haven't posted anything after that, it probably means that they're shadow banned and they just don't want anyone to know about it, so they only do ads until their page is back up and running perfectly again. So normally they'll delete the video. So if you can tell that they haven't posted in a long time, then that means they're shadow banned. Or if you can see like the big dip in engagement of the last couple of posts, this like really big dips of engagement, then you can tell that they're shadow banned again, and you don't bother paying like $20 for a post based on this engagement. Go look at the recent post, check out that engagement, and in this case I would pay $1.50 for a post. But yeah, that's the third thing you need to be aware of. So that's basically how you find the most profitable Instagram influencers. Look for consistency, the quantity is the quality, and then avoiding the shadow bans. And if you like narrow down pages based on those 3 factors, you'll pretty much find the most profitable Instagram influencers. I may make a list like giving away my top profitable Instagram influencers. But yeah, we'll see. I'm not sure about that yet. But that's pretty much how to go about doing it. Hope you did enjoy that video. Any questions, again, drop them down in the comment section down below. I'll reply to you as soon as I can. Or you can hit me up on Instagram at alexphilip_1. Let's throw that up on the screen there. And yeah, I'll reply to you on Instagram as well, pretty much in a day, instantly. And yeah, if you did enjoy, drop a thumbs down below. Subscribe to the channel because we're dropping awesome content like this and you don't want to miss any of it. So digital marketing stuff, advertising, Shopify, dropshipping, Instagram, all that kind of stuff you'll find on my channel. So make sure you subscribe, turn on the notification bell icon so you're notified whenever I drop another awesome video like this. And yeah, guys, I did hope you enjoy. Make sure you do subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. I can't stop.